Hello, this is Sharik Lover bringing you another video about my manifestation journey. So I know it's been a while since I posted my last video. I hope all of you are doing well and making progress on your journey, whatever that may be. Again, I'm just inviting you along on what I'm doing, and I have a video I want to share with you today about a topic that I'd mentioned previously, and it's about meditation. So I know previously I told you I was exploring meditation, and I had been, reading different things, and I had begun to read Shaman Durek's book called Spirit Hacking, and I have it here. Actually, here it is. It's here. And I would highly recommend this book if you are on a journey of spirituality, self-discovery, and want to connect with yourself. So, which is why I kind of took on meditation. It's something that's really been like on my mind for quite a long time. Just spending just an hour or maybe two just with myself, connecting with myself, just being in my own presence and just feeling my own power. And it's just something that I've just been called to do for like many years, but just never understood it, never took the time to, read about it more up until recently. So that's what I've been doing. I've been reading Shaman Durek's book, looked at some other resources. And one of the things that I read in Shaman Durek's book that just really touched me and reached out to me was building a self-love altar. Now, the reason why that stood out to me was because in one of my meditations that I had, one of the things Spirit was telling me was that you need to love yourself more. And I know we all get busy with life. There's 1,000 things to do. You get up in the morning, you hit the ground running with 1,000 things to do. Immediately, your priorities shift away from yourself and onto other things you're doing for other people, places you have to be, and you never take that time to really connect and ground. And I really feel like an inner calling was that you need to connect and ground first thing in the morning before you get started, so you're not carried off by all the energies that you interact with during the day. So this is kind of why I wanted to build my self-love altar. And I'm going to read to you just a little excerpt from his book and what he recommends to put on your altar. And of course, you can do whatever you're called to do. But this is kind of, and I'm going to show you kind of what I've put together and kind of tell you where I bought a lot of the items from. So let me just share this with you, okay? It says, the purpose of creating a self-love altar is to honor the consciousness of self-love as divine love, to acknowledge that the more you love yourself, the more you love creation. This is the energy I want you to call forth in yourself as you go about making your self-love altar. Things to include on your self-love altar are an image of yourself that you love and that inspires you, money for prosperity, a stone for strength, a candle to burn for energy and protection, a message that reads, I see myself, I see God, or something similar to that idea. Your goal is to create an altar that inspires you and uplifts you and reminds you of your divinity every time you gaze upon it. So that's what I've done, is built my self-love altar. Many of the items I purchased on Amazon, and it has been just a treat to sit before it in the morning, spending an hour. I usually either use YouTube or on my Alexa. I have them play that Om chanting. That way I can kind of get grounded and centered and really just let Spirit take me and share with me whatever it wants me to know. So I'm going to show you the items I have on my self-love altar, and we'll go through it one by one. So this is my self-love altar. So I'm going to just quickly kind of pan through everything that is on my altar and then go by each item individually. And this is right next to my bed. So first thing in the morning, I can climb out of bed and sit before my altar and just connect with myself. So the first item that is on my self-love altar is my cauldron, and I have a candle in it. I also use this cauldron to smudge as well. I either use white sage or I've used cedar. And so I just have a candle in it right now because I had some Palo Santo that I was burning. So it's a little small piece of it. Palo Santo can be a little bit tough to stay lit, so that's why I put the candle in there. So that's one item that I keep on my altar. And what you see below it right here is just a brass trivet, just because, you know, the cauldron can get pretty hot when I'm smudging and I don't want it to damage any of the surfaces. The next item is another sort of similar. You can smudge in it as well, but you can also put like incense sticks. I have tons of those and I'll kind of show you the incense sticks that I bought. But you can use this to smudge. You can put incense in it. This little center part is removable, so you can actually take it out. I just have it in right now because I was burning incense earlier. It has these little feet on the bottom to protect, you know, any surface. But again, I'm just really careful about what I burn in these because I don't want to damage any of the surfaces of my altar. That's that. The third item here is something that inspires me. So if I haven't mentioned this to you already, I'm a big animal lover. I don't know if you can kind of see this. This is an image of a cat. You know, cats have been, you know, something that I've loved since I was a child. And I have two cats that I own. They're here in the room with me right now as I record this video. And so I definitely wanted to have, you know, a depiction of a cat on the altar because I knew it was something that I loved and cherished and really would inspire me. I have this $20 bill that I put on here. So it's some money for prosperity. And what you see also is a whole bunch of crystals that I have. And then this is my selenite here in the middle is what I use to both cleanse and charge my crystals. So I have various ones. This is a carnelian. I can't remember what the name of this one is. I mean, there's like different ones. This is just black tourmaline. This is rose quartz. This is like bloodstone. They have all different kinds of things that just crystals that just drew me to them. Their descriptions I read in various books, and so I just incorporated those on my altar. And I have some other stones I'm going to show you as well. This is my kind of large sort of pillar candle that I have. I usually light both candles when I'm sitting here before my altar. So if you can't really make it out, but there's also, if you can see the kind of imprint on the altar itself, as you can see, that is actually a solar calendar that has been engraved into the wood. And this was all purchased. This altar was purchased on Amazon. I got that smudge pot from Amazon. I got this other incense burner on Amazon. The crystal ball came from Amazon. So you don't have to travel far to get the items that you want. And of course, you can look around your own home. But as you can see, this is a solar calendar. And then up above it, I also bought another solar calendar that I just hung up yesterday. And it has the various seasons, and I'm going to pan in a little bit closer. The reason why I like this one is because the graphics were super detailed, and it had these kind of nice sayings. It says, know your power, listen with love, mind your boundaries, honor your word, blessed be. It just was something that really inspired me, and I loved all of the kind of graphics. And one of the things I liked about it the most is that in addition to having kind of the names of the solar calendar, it also gave you the dates. So right now we're at Ostara, if I'm saying this correctly, I'm not certain, but it's around the 21st of March, and that's the spring equinox. And so what I did was I attached it to the wall with like two magnets. So as we move into different equinoxes and different, you know, dates on the calendar, I can just switch it. So next will be at April 30th, which is when summer begins. So again, it has all of the actual dates. So it has April the 30th. It has the 21st of June, which is the summer solstice, and it has all the dates. So that way, if I don't have my calendar in front of me, then I actually, I'm having a little bit difficulty having this down the wall. There you go. I think I'm gonna just set it down here for now. But but yeah, it has all the dates that you would need to be aware of on the solar calendar. So I was super excited, and I had to wait quite a bit for that to come in because it came from another third party that was shipping directly, and it took a couple weeks for it to arrive. But I'm super excited that it's here. I think it's super cool, and I'm looking forward to having that be a part of my altar. So I'm going to pan over here quickly to some other items that I also have on my altar. So I'm going to put my candle back on here and show you the other things that I have here. Now, one of the things that I really wanted to incorporate in my altar was some sort of like musical instrument. And I found this wood chime on Amazon, and it's what I use to signal both the beginning of my meditation as well as signal the end. And so I just click this chime, and it gives the most like pure sound. And I'm just excited to have that be a part of my altar. And this is some incense that I bought. This particular one is called Moon Incense. Again, I purchased this off Amazon as well, and I burn it periodically if I'm not doing any of the Palo Santo. And just below it here is, which is I call my meditation shawl. It was just a very long scarf that I purchased. It, you know, something that I put over my head, you know, just to create a sacred space as I sit at my self-love altar. So that's what that's for. And then these are some other crystals that I bought. All of this is sort of on my altar as well. So this is my black tourmaline. This is my peach moonstone. This is my piece of hematite. This is a piece of fluorite. I have a couple other stones as well. And then what you see in the background here, if I can move this away, is this is this is what I use to cover the altar just so it doesn't get dusty, since you know, after all, it is sitting here on the floor. But this is what I cover the altar with to protect it, and this is simply just a tree of life. So this is what I've done, and I'm certain I'll add things to it as you know the years go on, but this is how I started this altar. And I've just been, like I say, have been so honored and felt so nourished sitting before this altar and having myself grounded before I start the day. So I hope this message reaches you and this video touches your heart and inspires you to create your meditation altar. If you have a similar practice or something you do, drop it in the comments below. I would love to hear about it. And again, this is Cherie Glover sharing with you my manifestation and meditation journey. Take care.